Good morning, students. I welcome you back in your history class. We were doing first chapter, that is the French Revolution. Today we will cover the last portion of this chapter, that is the revolution and everyday life. Students, do you think that politics change the clothes people wear, the language they speak, or the books they read? Yes, such changes were seen in the lives of the people of France after the French Revolution. The revolutionary governments also passed many laws which were based on the ideals of liberty and equality. One important law that came into effect soon after the French Revolution was the abolition of censorship. Censorship is the act of concealing information or news on the basis that such material is considered objectionable, harmful, or sensitive. In the old regime, all written materials like books, newspapers, plays could be published only after they had been approved by the censors of the king. Students, censors were the officials responsible for the removal of objectionable or sensitive material which might be harmful for the king or his state. Any cultural activity could be performed only after it has been approved by the censors of the king. Now, the Declaration of Rights in Man and Citizens announced the freedom of speech and expression to be a natural right. Newspapers, pamphlets, books, and printed pictures they flooded in the towns of the France, and from there they traveled to the countryside. Countryside means rural areas, villages. Then the events or laws were described or discussed, and freedom of press means to evaluate any event critically. Plays, songs, and festive processions attract large number of people. In this way, general public could grasp the ideas of liberty or justice. These were the ideas taught by the philosophers who wrote these ideas in their books, and only a handful of educated people could read those books. Next is conclusion. In 1804, Napoleon Bonaparte crowned himself as Emperor of France. He set out to conquer neighboring European countries. He started overcoming the neighboring countries of France, and he deprived some rulers from their kingdoms. He took away their land from them, and he created new kingdoms there and placed his family members as rulers. Napoleon saw his role as a moderator of Europe. He considered that he was helper of the people. He introduced many good laws there, such as protection of private property and a uniform system of weights and measures using the decimal system. Initially, many people saw him as a liberator, a person who can liberate them from oppressions, a person who would bring freedom for the people. But soon, the Napoleon's armies came to be viewed everywhere as invading force. And finally, he was defeated at Waterloo in 1815. Many of his measures carried the revolutionary ideas of liberty, freedom, and equality. His modern laws had an impact on the people long after he left the world. The ideas of liberty, democratic rights were most important gifts of French Revolution. These ideas spread from France to the rest of the Europe in 19th century where feudal systems were abolished. Colonized people changed the version of their thinking and they got the idea of freedom. And they got the idea to create a sovereign nation state. Tipu Sultan and Ram Mohan Roy are two examples of individuals who responded to the ideas of equality, freedom, and justice from revolutionary France. Students, let's read about the important dates related to French Revolution. 1774, Louis XVI became king. 1789, a state general meeting, National Assembly formed, Bastille Fort destroyed. 1791, Constitution framed. 1792, kings beheaded. France became republic. 1793-94, reign of terror, overthrow of Jacobin club, directory rule in France. 1804, Napoleon Bonaparte became emperor, annexed large part of Europe. 1815, Napoleon defeated at the Battle of Waterloo. This was all about the French Revolution. I hope you all have understood the chapter very well. Thank you so much.